You know that feeling when you send a text and they don't reply for 3 hours, and suddenly you're writing their entire response in your head. You're planning the argument. You're already apologizing. You're imagining the end of the friendship, all because of 3 dots that never came. That's not anxiety. That's not weakness. That's your brain trying to protect you from a danger that doesn't exist yet. Let me tell you what's really happening inside the mind of someone who overthinks everything. Most people think overthinking is just about being worried, but it's deeper than that. It's about control. See, when you overthink, you're not spiraling randomly. You're actually trying to predict every outcome so nothing can hurt you. Your brain believes that if you think about it enough, you can prevent the bad thing from happening. It's exhausting, but it feels necessary. Here's the thing. Overthinkers are usually the most intelligent people in the room. You notice things others don't. You see patterns. You read between the lines. That's a gift. But it's also a curse because your mind never stops analyzing. A simple "okay" from someone becomes a puzzle. Did they mean okay or okay? You replay conversations from 3 years ago at 2 in the morning. You remember the exact tone someone used when they said your name. And the worst part, you know you're doing it. You know it's irrational, but you can't stop. Because what if this time you're right? What if the thing you're worried about actually happens? Psychologists call this hypervigilance. It usually starts in childhood. Maybe you grew up in an unpredictable environment. Maybe you learned early that you had to read the room to stay safe. Maybe someone you trusted let you down, and now your brain is making sure it never happens again. So you became a detective of emotions. You started scanning for threats that might never come. But here's what nobody tells you. Overthinking isn't the problem. The problem is what you're actually afraid of. It's not the unanswered text. It's the rejection. It's not the mistake you made at work. It's the fear that you're not good enough. Overthinking is just your mind's way of trying to solve a feeling it doesn't know how to process. And the cruelest part, while you're stuck in your head, life is happening outside of it. Real moments, real connections, real opportunities. But you're too busy preparing for disasters that will probably never come. So what do? You can't just stop thinking. That's like telling someone to stop breathing. But you can learn to recognize when your brain is lying to you, when it's creating stories instead of seeing reality. Most of the time, that text you're worried about, they were just busy. That thing you said, nobody remembers it but you, that mistake. It didn't ruin everything. The truth is, overthinking doesn't keep you safe. It keeps you stuck. And the moment you realize that not everything needs to be figured out, not every silence needs to be filled with meaning, not every outcome needs to be controlled, that's when you start to breathe again. You're not broken. You're not too much. You just feel everything deeper than most people. And once you stop fighting your mind and start understanding it, you'll realize your sensitivity was never the enemy. It was just waiting to be used the right way. If this hit home, you're not alone. Subscribe if you want more truths like this.